So, Kevin, what do you think is the influence of the social media on the travel industry?
I think it depends if you're talking about airlines or hotels. So if you're talking about hotels, it's hugely significant, and I think it's already it's having quite a big play already. I think the opportunity that hotels have to market to a lesser extent, but to a bigger extent to engage with customers, and that's existing customers and new ones, is huge. And one of the interesting things I always think about social media is that it is starting to lower the barriers to entry to reach potential consumers to a much bigger extent than they have before. So before social media, and I tend to say online social media because social media has been around for a fair amount of time. If you're talking about online social media, before that came along, to reach a lot of consumers or to reach any consumer, you needed to have an advertising budget or word of mouth. Now what's actually happened now is that you don't necessarily need the advertising budget, you just need to work out where your potential consumers are hanging out on the web, and you try and reach them in that kind of way, and that just opens up a world of possibilities. If you're a small hotelier in the Scottish Highlands near where I live, you have the same ability to reach a customer in South America, because you can reach them across a social network or across any other kind of network on the web. So it's hugely significant is the short answer to your question.
So I know that you are a power user of many outlets of the social media. What are your favorites? What do you use the most?
I always think the word power user makes me sound a bit like a geek, but no, I mean, to your point, do I have a favorite? It's interesting. I mean, I'm a co-founder of a media company and the editor of T-News, so I am interested in getting people to visit my site to listen to our stories, to read our stories. Twitter is a really good way of doing that. It's a much more efficient way of doing that than Facebook, for example. But I'm not a hotel, so for a media company, Twitter's quite useful. For engagement, Twitter is also useful, but it's quite prohibitive. You can't have a good argument with someone in 140 characters, especially when you don't talk, when you talk as much as I do. So, Facebook is slightly better for engagement, I think. But the problem is with Facebook is that they need to be friends before you can have that conversation. Whereas Twitter, you can have an argument with anybody. So whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. So if I have a favourite, it's probably Twitter for reaching out and attracting people to T-News. For engagement, it's probably Facebook.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kevin.
You're very welcome. All the best.